are trading hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Usually it's about 200 times the amount of paper silver that there actually is real silver in the world. And they use that to manipulate the price and hold it down anytime it starts going up, because then they can dump limited amounts of their paper silver, and it creates the illusion that silver actually doesn't have value, when really silver is hundreds of times more valued than what it really is. You understand? It's a real, tangible commodity that's used in construction, that's used in electronics, that's used in microchips. It's been valued for over 6,000 years. Same thing with gold. So Max Kaiser came on my show 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. I'm trying to get him on next week. And he hammered the point that if people simply start demanding physical delivery of silver in the market with their trades, that it will bankrupt JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. All of them will go down, because the amount that they're leveraged against silver is, again, hundreds and hundreds of times bigger conservatively what GameStop is.
Alex Jones is a very polarizing figure. You either love him or you hate him. He is the king of conspiracies, and many of his outlandish claims have been proven true. A lot of these claims have been heard on Joe Rogan's podcast. He's had many guest appearances over the years. 2 days ago, Alex Jones tweeted, "Alert, China's exposure of silver naked short selling could bring down major US banks." But here's what's really interesting about that. The same exact day, Joe Rogan also posted a podcast with Duncan Trussell, and for the first 20 minutes of the episode, they talk about why gold is extremely worthless, why it has no value. Now, it's probably just a coincidence, but what makes it even more ironic is how they're wearing Tesla bodysuits talking about why gold has no value. Joe even specifically said he doesn't own a single piece of gold, thinking it's stupid, while also at the same time having Alex Jones expose silver manipulation, knowing that without silver, Tesla wouldn't exist. But that's not where the story ends. Like with most conspiracies, things get a lot deeper. Now, I was pretty shocked when I saw Alex Jones tweet this, even though this is the perfect topic for Alex Jones to cover, given the layers upon layers of government cover-up and corruption that goes behind the silver market, especially since he likes to take on things that go against the government, and silver is a direct threat to the dollar. It is literally taking control of your own wealth and detaching from the government and the banking system. So it does seem like this is something he would mention more often, but I've never heard him talk about it. So I wanted to do a little bit of research and see if he ever has talked about it before. And after about 20 minutes of scrolling, all I found was this. This was an article from ABC Bullion on August 14th, 2012. Max Kaiser and Alex Jones discuss gold and silver, but the video is unavailable. But before we continue on this rabbit hole, I did want to mention real quick, for those who are looking for a trusted, safe, reliable place to buy precious metals, look no further, because Miles Franklin is the best. We have rounds for $235 over spot. We have kangaroos for $310 over spot. We have 90% silver, $3 over spot. We have like 8 different types of 10-ounce bars as low as $225 over spot. We have like 9 or 10 different types of 100-ounce bars for as low as $205 over spot. We have kilo bars, $205 over spot. We have everything and anything you could possibly think of. We have it. We also have tons of gold as well. New deals every Monday. Email me, slayer@milesfranklin.com, or call me 330-485-6172. We will hook you up. And you're going to see right here, this is where Joe's talking about the Anunnaki. He's saying that the Anunnaki, which is this alien race that came from planet Nibiru, needed gold to coat their atmosphere from like the sun's like rays or whatever, saying that the Anunnaki made humans, us, slaves to mine gold so they didn't have to do it themselves. And he's saying that's why gold is so valuable. Read the subtitles. He's saying that the Anunnaki needed gold, they made us dig up gold for them, and now the genetics are inside of us, meaning that's why we lust over gold, is because over millions of years humans have been programmed to. That's his thinking. That's literally what his thinking is. He said gold is stupid. He hates what it stands for. He is saying, Joe Rogan is saying that he doesn't like what gold stands for. I mean, read the subtitles. He says he doesn't like it. He doesn't like what it stands for. He said he never liked the way it looks. I mean, it's crazy because gold represents freedom. It represents wealth. Like, for Joe Rogan to say that is so contradicting, because gold is what detaches yourself from a centralized system, right? You see, he says it's stupid, it's too stupid for me. He says he watches and then Duncan goes into mentioning he likes the mining shows. But just to hear Joe Rogan not like something so much, and he's so confident about it, at the same time, hours before this, Alex Jones tweets about silver naked shorts and the Comex exposing stuff. That was interesting, because just think about my timeline here, right? You know, I'm a channel that understands this stuff. I understand the depths it's going. I understand what's coming out geopolitically, all this stuff, and it's all starting to involve precious metals more, gold and silver more. So I see Alex Jones post a tweet about silver. That's crazy, right? I could make a 20-minute video on that itself. But then a couple hours later, I'm like, okay, Joe makes a podcast. Right in the beginning, right? Remember this. The most attention is in the beginning, and they're still talking about it. They're purposely talking about gold for at least 10 to 20 minutes in the beginning, making sure that everybody that clicks on this podcast knows for sure that gold has no value, right? And now he's comparing it to the Nazis and stuff. He wanted to make sure that everyone knew gold has no value, even though he makes no points besides saying it. Now, don't get me wrong, gold doesn't have value in terms of uses like silver does. I mean, my name is Silver Slayer for a reason, not Gold Slayer, but gold is still a great investment. So it just, something wasn't right. This seemed almost planned. It just seemed planned. I watched I watch all of his episodes. I watch him. And for the fact that he was so confident on that just seemed off. Usually he would play the devil's advocate, like, well, gold is used in cell phones, laptops. I mean, he's wearing a damn Tesla shirt, right? As Tesla space. He's friends with Elon Musk. He's talking about rockets and asteroids and all this. If anyone would understand this, and I know he does, these guys aren't stupid. Just like with Elon Musk, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. There's a reason why he will easily tweet out Dogecoin but never mention silver, right? Because if Dogecoin shot up thousands of percent when Elon Musk mentioned it, he tweeted DOGE, standing for Dogecoin, shot Dogecoin up thousands of percent because everyone hopped on Dogecoin after he said that. If he did that with silver, that would be a terrible business plan for him, because he needs silver to make solar panels and satellites. And by the way, there's been a lot of information coming out on how much silver demand has been brought by the solar sector, and it is mind-blowing. And goes in, this was from yesterday, from Investing News Network, the spread between Shanghai silver spot price and global silver spot prices has traders eager to log in sales of the white metal. I mean, then you have India's silver imports have already topped 2023 total. India imported more silver through the first 4 months of 2024 than it did the entirety of last year. We're talking about India importing 4,172 tons of silver from January through April. That compares with 455 tons during the same period in 2023. So India ranks the number one consumer of silver, beating China. China's always been the largest consumer of silver. Now it's India. So we also have other articles, though. China's silver import set to jump as solar demand lifts prices. So there's definitely a pattern going on here with China, the Shanghai, and with solar. But when you read between the lines, and you see Alex Jones make a tweet talking about silver, will people start finally paying attention? Boost up silver, shut down gold. Alex Jones has hardcore diehard fans, and they run with him. For him to start openly talking about silver, that could be big. And you could see actually Wall Street Silver also goes on about it. And in the comment section, where is it at? The comment section is pretty interesting. A lot of the quote-unquote apes of Wall Street Silver talking about it had some very interesting things to say, because here we go. I think this is it. Yeah, here it is. Alex Jones talking about silver. Will people finally start paying attention? So you can see the comments down here. Just bringing it up as positive. I really don't care who discusses it because they have to talk about it. The banks, the short, will suffer greatly and soon. I tend to think that there would already be a strong overlap between Alex Jones followers and silver buyers. So not exactly. That's what I was saying as well, right? And then right here, yeah, and then he says if his best friend Joe Rogan catches on, that'll light a fire. Isn't that crazy though? That the same time we're talking about this, his best friend Joe Rogan and Alex Jones tweeting this, the same time this guy's saying if Joe Rogan catches on, the same time Joe posted a podcast the same day crapping on gold, saying he hates it, doesn't he hates what it stands for. And if you hate what gold stands for, that probably means you hate what silver stands for. It's so interesting. This person says the fact our country is not talking about BRICS as a national security issue shows how much of a problem it is. Alex Jones has been talking about silver for decades, bro. Yeah, see, I don't know. I did a lot. I looked pretty far. Robert Kiyosaki investing on silver, investing on the Alex Jones show. So that's one that we'll look at. Let's see. Ties between Alex Jones and radio. Ted Anderson, a gold silver dealer, and let me see. Ted Anderson, a precious metal seller, is hoping to rustle up some business for his gold and silver dealership when he started a radio network. Soon after he signed Brashford. Oh, but then he signed Alex Jones. So wow, that's actually interesting. The guy Ted Anderson that was a precious metals dealer signed Alex Jones, and that's kind of where they shaped this misinformation. Well, that's what they call it now. The New York Times is obviously going to call it a misinformation economy, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never saw anything of him specifically saying, like silver, silver is a great investment, or talking about how he owns the silver. He's just kind of like tied to people that also are in it. I mean, you could use like, I think this is the one, is Alex Jones right about silver manipulation. See, like, Tucker Carlson recently interviewed Alex Jones. You can find it on Tucker's. He came across there as more sane than 90% of the world I see out there, and better informed 90%. Silver and gold manipulation isn't a theory. It's been going on for decades and occurs every single day to keep prices from exploding higher. Do you think just two rogue traders could rig a multi-trillion-dollar market by themselves without knowing it? Yeah. Silver will have its crypto moment. I agree. I've not found anything him talking about silver. You got a link? See, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I looked everywhere, but it's never him talking about silver. Okay, here's one. Alex Jones, the importance of investing in $23 silver. Is this really him? Let's see. Yep. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna have to put on my headphones to see if this is really him.
They are trading hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Usually it's about 200 times the amount of paper silver that there actually is real silver in the world. And they use that to manipulate the price and hold it down anytime it starts going up, because then they can dump limited amounts of their paper silver, and it creates the illusion that silver actually doesn't have value, when really silver is hundreds of times more valued than what it really is. You understand? It's a real, tangible commodity that's used in construction, that's used in electronics, that's used in microchips. It's been valued for over 6,000 years. Same thing with gold. So Max Kaiser came on my show 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. I'm trying to get him on next week. And he hammered the point that if people simply start demanding physical delivery of silver in the market with their trades, that it will bankrupt JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. All of them will go down, because the amount that they're leveraged against silver is, again, hundreds and hundreds of times bigger conservatively what GameStop is.
Wow. I just found this clip. Wow. I'm definitely going to post this in the introduction, which is going to be kind of funny because I'm finding this clip so far into the video, so people are going to be like, why is he pretending like he didn't know that Alex Jones spoke of silver? But I definitely want to post this in the introduction because this is very interesting. What do you guys think about this, though? Let me know. I'm going to wrap this video up here. You guys can do some more digging, post anything you find in the comment section below. But yeah, Alex Jones is right. And whether you hate him or love him, you got to agree with he's right about this. So yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.